Okay, everybody, welcome to another episode of L-Moe's World, and I'm your host, L-Moe, and today we're going to talk about diets. I know, it's a topic on everybody's mind these days. Either you're thinking about doing one yourself or you're recommending one to a fellow friend, coworker, whatnot. You have all these companies out there that are trying to get you to do the the South Beach diet, the Nutrisystem diet, and this is my theory on those. These are diets that set you up in a way that the minute you quit them, I believe you start to gain weight back. And the reason for that is because it they are specially balanced with carbs, with protein, with all the nutrients that you need throughout your day, so your body gets accustomed to that and it gets used to it. So anything more than that, your body don't know what to do with it, and it goes into panic mode. So it goes straight to fat storage. And I'm not a doctor, just gonna go ahead and say that. Not a doctor, not a nutritionist, not a dietitian. I'm talking from experience. I've never had those diets where I paid for the meal plans, but I've went on diets that told me to watch my calories. I've went on diets that told me to watch my sodium. Right now, I'm doing the keto diet, aka low carb diet, aka Atkins diet. And so far, it is the only diet that has worked so well for me. Okay, I'm only 3 weeks in, and I feel a crap ton better. I'm losing inches. I didn't weigh myself because I'm not going on weight this time. A lot of the other times I was focused on weight, and I was so discouraged because the keto diet, sometimes you can build muscle with it, especially if you do a lot of strenuous physical activity during the day. You will gain muscle with it. So this is a low carb, and by low carb I mean it's extremely low carb, and you try to maintain around 25 grams of carbs. Don't go over 50. And then there's that option you have. You can hit 100, but then you have to watch your calorie count. You have to make sure that those carbs that you are intaking aren't a high calorie carb, because a calorie, or I think they're actually called kilocalories or some long word, calorie. They are measurements of how much time and energy it would take to burn that amount, a measurement of I don't know if you'd call it fat storage or amount of food particles off. And I don't know the ratio, but yeah, the higher the calorie count, the more longer it's going to take to get rid of it. So if you do hit 100 carbs, or around 100, you have to make sure that it's not too high of a calorie count, like the calories can be burned off easily. And back to what the diet that I'm on, and it's basically this: meat, cheese, and some vegetables. Can't eat potatoes. It kind of sucks. Can't eat corn. Beans, some of them. Some beans are worse than others. But yeah, it's basically a meat, cheese, and some veggie diet. You can have the rice, cauliflower. It's oddly enough, there's no starches in it, and I'm growing accustomed to it. At first, the cauliflower thing wasn't too big on. I mean, I used to eat it as a kid, but I know it sounds weird, right? Kids eating a kid that eats vegetables. Yeah, I used to love vegetables. I still do. They tend to need to be more garden fresh than what you buy in the store, but that's a whole nother video. Um, but what happens when you go into this state of dieting called ketosis? And what that is that is a hormone that when your body is only intaking a certain amount of carbohydrates in your liver or kidney, I cannot remember which one, it emits a hormone or a liquid, whatever, into your blood system that goes to your brain, and your brain is told to immediately burn the fats and the proteins. Immediately. Now, we all know that proteins, if they're burned the correct way, will go to comfort the muscles for the muscle fatigue and the muscle strain. Now, this is a high protein, high fat, moderate proteins, because if you have too much protein, it'll just turn straight to fat anyway. Now, what needs to happen is you got to stay anywhere from 25 to 50 grams. Try not to go under that, because you can have some serious issues with your kidneys and liver if you stay under that for too long. Some people do that total keto, but they don't recommend that. Even the people that invented the keto diet don't recommend it, because of how hard it is on your organs right in here. Now, when you reach ketosis, if you're like me, I have an issue. I was an addict of carbohydrates. I'm the type of person that would go, stop on the way home, get a bag of chips, candy bar, and a drink. Granted, I did drink diet drinks. I've drunk them so long that the real ones taste weird to me now. I had some pre-diabetic symptoms pop up, and I got scared, so I started drinking diet drinks. And then, because back then I never really ate sweets much anyway, but then I started getting more and more and more, and I slowly became addicted to them. Really bad. I'll admit it, I'm addicted to sugar and carbohydrates. And still, to this day, this diet, 3 weeks in, I'm still starving. But unlike the other diets where I was starving on everything, it doesn't matter how much I eat of chicken, beef, pork, cheese. Doesn't matter how much I eat of the low carb stuff, I'm still starving. And the reason why? No carbs, or low carbs. My body's not getting the carbs that it once had. So it's like I'm coming off of an addiction. Like I can't get enough. Because then once I eat, what I'm thinking about is a cheeseburger. What I'm thinking about is French fries. What I'm thinking about is pizza. And granted, I can have all those things. I just gotta make it a special way. The cauliflower crust, or I've even seen some where you take a bunch of cheese and just melt it down until it crisps up, and you got a crust. But these other diets, like the calorie diet, sodium diet, South Beach diet, every one of them, you have to eat small amounts. You have to force yourself to go to eating small amounts 6 times a day, whatever. On this keto diet, you're not supposed to starve. But if you're like me, like I said, I was stopping at the gas stations, loading up on carbs that way, coming home, eating whatever was fixed for food that night, for supper, whatever you want to call it. And then, a couple hours later, I'm still hungry. And I'm the person that can put away 4 packs of ramen noodles at one time. That's unhealthy as it is. Completely horrible on your body. Not to mention all the risks that they were talking about that they've come to find out that these packs of noodles have. And I'm starting to wonder if it's the noodles or the sauce packets or the seasoning packets. But that's beside the point. But this diet has helped me because I can eat what I want. I can eat all the bacon I want. I can eat bacon and cheese. If I wanted to go get a bunch of cauliflower, I could season it up, bake it, throw some, I want to say nacho cheese, but I think nacho cheese has some carbs in it. I'm not really sure. But if I wanted to, I could just make me some bacon cauliflower or bacon cheese cauliflower, or, bacon cheese fries. And it would be just as good. I can eat all that I want. I can eat till I'm overflowing with overstuffedness and still lose weight. So essentially, I can eat what I want. I do personally watch my sodium intake due to the blood pressure thing. I also have blood pressure history in my family. So I probably need to watch it more than I do. Every morning, I'll eat 2 pieces of sausage, 2 fried eggs, over easy, and that's it. I put a little hot sauce on the eggs, just because that's who I am. And I'll drink coffee too, most mornings. Speaking of which, I'm out of coffee. Make a mental note of that. But needless to say, I feel so much better. I'm not completely starving. The starving that I am, I know it's in my head. It's my body trying to tell me that I'm not getting what I'm used to getting. I can fight through that. I can fight through that. But I hope I didn't bore you too much over this topic of dieting. Thank y'all for watching. Comment below any questions you might have. I'll try to answer you. I'm not an expert, like I said before, and there is no, what do you call it, sponsorship. No sponsorship for keto or anything like that. I'm just telling you my story. And don't forget to share this video, because it gets me out there, just being honest. And subscribe. There'll be more videos. I think today's Wednesday, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's when the videos are posted. For now. Eventually, I will bump it up to every day of the week. But more, I gotta get my brain on the roll. It's sometimes it's having a hard time picking up topics. But like I said, thank y'all for watching, and peace and God bless.